Sup all, and we are back with part 3 of the fail of us. Yeah, it's a Lego Star Wars playthrough. Basically, all the driving, flying sections killed us. Except for the one in episode 3, which really isn't that hard. But, yeah. Anyway, if you remember this from the movie, he hits this random guy, for they both make jerk-off motions to each other. And, yeah, he's dead. And this is where we failed more. So $10 says we die.
I don't know. I think Jake forgot to hold down A again.
Yeah, I believe it took us till this part to actually realize it. Yeah, I think this is where I caught up finally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say I'm close enough. Anyway,
you have to watch this over and over and over again.
We really should just have some funny line that we say every time that thing plays, because it's going to get really boring if we don't, so, but, you know, oh well.
And we tried something different. And that
didn't work either. Running into the first rock doesn't work, so why not try running into the second one? Yeah, we didn't use logic in this entire part. We never figured you could go right where there weren't any rocks, but...
No, you can't go right, because you still got to go under there.
Oh, yeah.
You just have to have
that's why.
Speed.
Yeah, that's why we couldn't do it, because I didn't realize that I had to hold A, which was holding us back. Shut up. Anyway, we could have edited this out, but for the sake of us being new and needing videos, we decided not to.
And we missed it again.
Yeah. When we finally make it, that's when Eric, hit me and said, hold down A, you dumb shit. So, yeah, you'll recognize it then, and I believe it's no.
I think it is. I think you're holding down A.
Oh, let's find out. Will we?
No.
Could we?
Oh my god.
Could it? Could it? And
this scene makes me want to shoot babies.
You do that anyway.
And we
made it! Holy crap, I held down A! And Eric falls right into a pothole.
Stupid holes.
Not all of them. Anyway, yeah, you get the point, though. This really did just get tedious and annoying. But, well.
But we finally got it.
Anyway, I'd say this is a good time for my rant on Rise of the Argonauts. What do you think?
I think that was... Well, from what I've played, it's a very good game. But I've only been able to play 5 minutes because the disc was, broke. It came broke, so...
The first 5 minutes of the game are the only good part of that game. Mainly because at the end you just get to interrogate a guy and then you can choose how you kill him. I just spammed Y button and bashed his head in with a big mace. Anyway...
The fighting's good because when you're with your spear, you stick him in the stomach and you chop his head off with your shield.
Yeah, it's got good combos. It's got good combos, but... Yeah, anything can look badass with the graphics today, but it really, to actually have the gameplay be good is not as easy, and look at God of War, look how they made all this, combat that really wasn't that, difficult, and yet somehow it was actually pretty complex, but they still made it pretty easy. And if you've ever played Spartan Total Warrior, that's pretty much what the combat was like, except much more jerky, and...
Better?
No. The dialogue, if you've ever played Knights of the Old Republic, it makes chronological order. For example, when you do something and then you talk to the person that would have done it, you'll mention that when you're talking to them, and then they'll say, oh, you've already done it already, or something like that. But in Rise of the Argonauts, that doesn't happen. How did you die that time? Who knows? God just hates us now. Anyway... What was that? That was like a combination of...
A burp and a cough and a clear your throat.
Anyway, yeah, the talking in Rise of the Argonauts, even say you had to talk to a senator, and you talk to him, and then you go to the person who would have told you to talk to him, and it'll still carry out the entire sequence of, oh, did you talk to him? Yeah, can you talk to this man, please? What does he look like? What will he say? And it just goes through that entire thing where it really just makes it feel retarded. I mean, yeah, if you actually really want gameplay, a game like Mass Effect isn't that great. I mean, it's fun, but a lot of it's storyline. And so, did this tunnel get longer? Who knows? Anyway, yeah, it's called a tunnel. Shut up. Anyway, yeah. You can pretty much just get that. And next up is the graphics. Decent.
Except when you're walking upstairs.
Like, if you play a game like Fallout 3, then you look at the graphics in Rise of the Argonauts, you'll be like, it's like beginning Xbox graphics. Xbox 360 anyway. And seeing him get upstairs, as Eric mentioned, is the funniest thing you will ever see. It's like,
He's gliding.
I mean, yeah, he's literally gliding and jerking at the same time. Like, look at, like, the Sega's, like, Sega Genesis. Nah.
Jesus Christ, we'll never make this.
Yeah, PS1 stuff, and it'll still fit fine. But, and you can at least get upstairs normally.
Did they make, like, Crash Bandicoot for Xbox? Like, the originals?
No, I think they only made them for PS2, so...
Don't they have, like, Greatest Hits or something?
Maybe.
I'm looking to get one, because those games are fun.
Yeah. Anyway, that brings me to a boss fight, which Eric never got to, where you fight Achilles, who eventually joins your team.
Oh, shit, Achilles?
Yeah. He's basically a guy that all he does is fight, whine about stuff, or at least from what I saw before I traded the game in. He whines about stuff, and he commands women to go to his room. That's the only two things he knows how to do, and fight. So yeah, it gets annoying, basically, and he looks like a whore. So yeah, he's got like a breastplate that goes right to under his boobs.
Belly breastplate.
No, I mean it covers his man titties, and he wears like a skirt. But yeah, and the boss fight with him is annoying. Like, it's not that hard once you figure it out. And the point is, he has a pattern, so it's not like you're actually fighting, which is pretty much he charges at you and jumps in midair, and you've got to shield bash him in midair, and then he'll be stunned. Then you got to do something to him. The problem is the best weapon for doing this is the spear. Yeah, we kept dying, and the problem is this. Like, there were so many times when I would have killed him, but when I stabbed the spear, it literally went between his ribs and his arm. And you even saw clipping where it went into both of them at the same time, and nothing happened. Which will really, piss you off. And they attempted to have, a, like, leveling up system where it gives you items, or, like, you can level up.
Special abilities.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. And it's really not that good. And for example, one instance of retardedness, they have shrines set up around all the places that will let you, to pray to the gods to get more abilities, buy more abilities. Yeah. But what I hate about that is that you could also open the start menu to just go to all the shrines, look at all the shrine things at once instead of going right to a shrine, so it's like pointless. Yeah, and they talk about how you can get better weapons, but to be honest, they're really not that great. Like, half the time they'll give you a weapon that's worse than the one you already have, so...
Gotta be careful.
Like, for example, there'll be one that says...
Rocks.
Does more damage and poisons your enemy, and then you'll get one for a specific fight that says, does more damage